Unheard of.
What's up, everybody? We're back again for another episode of Unheard of. It's your two favorite boys, and we are back once again in person, live and direct for y'all. What's going on, Jared? How you doing this week, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
That's good, man.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good, man. Just went to go see. Well, not just went. It was like last week. I had the whole Barbenheimer experience.
Oh yeah.
You know, you were a part of it. You came for Oppenheimer. Then me and one of my coworkers went and watched Barbie to end the night off. And yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just go right into it, everybody, because we got a good show planned for you this week. And yeah, I guess we're starting off with Oppenheimer, man.
Oh yeah. It was a good one.
What did you think about it?
It was the latest and greatest in Christopher Nolan's film sets. I thought it was really good.
Yeah,
I think I was watching some review, and I don't know if anybody knows him on YouTube, but it's the Cosmonaut Variety Hour.
no, I haven't heard of it.
He does a lot of reviews. I don't know. You know, he's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Yeah.
Way more than us. But I like his review style, and I didn't notice it until he basically said it in this review. But he thinks most of Nolan's films could be cut by 30 or 45 minutes, and he says the reason why is because Nolan seems to always do a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Like for the first 2/3 of the movie, you have like one villain, or you're working towards one climax basically, and then all of a sudden you think it's going to be the end of the movie, and then it just takes a whole nother story turn.
Yeah.
And like in Oppenheimer, I don't know if it's too early to spoil it, but basically if you haven't watched it, you're probably about to have it spoiled if you're listening to this review.
Yeah, sorry everybody.
We're like 2 weeks in, so you know it's good enough. But in Oppenheimer, they get to the point of the Trinity test, and then it takes a complete turn because you think, all right, that's the end of the movie. Like that's where it's about to end. But then Lewis Strauss, played by Robert Downey Jr., just straight up becomes like a focal point at that point.
Yeah.
And then it talks about him trying to take down Oppenheimer's image, and I was like, wow, dang, he's right. Because the movie could have ended at the Trinity site, and then it lasted for like a whole nother 45 minutes with the second villain and antagonist and all that. But overall, I like a good Nolan film, and this is up there. I don't care that there's like two stories in it basically.
Yeah.
It was worth the 3 hours to me, and I I'd say it's up there for like a top biopic for somebody.
Yeah, I think so as well. I really enjoyed it myself. I thought that this was obviously a huge ensemble cast, and I didn't think one performance in it was wasted. I think everybody brought their A game, even old Josh Peck, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody, all the performances top to bottom were great. Cillian Murphy as Robert Oppenheimer was phenomenal. You know, you had Emily Blunt as his wife, and like she had the most, in my opinion, like, I mean, not like underrated, you know, but like I feel like she played a really good part, you know, like
yeah, she did.
Just like whenever she was getting grilled at the end at his
16
at basically his murder trial.
Yeah.
Like yeah, she tore that attorney a new one, and I thought that was a really great moment in the movie. And even when he was getting grilled himself, I thought they, like, visually they did a really good job of like basically seeing through his eyes, like everything was like falling apart basically. Then you switch to them looking at him, and like everything looked normal. And like the score as well, man. Ludwig, I can never really pronounce his last name.
Goranson or
I think so, something like that. I don't want to just be wrong though. Um, he did a great job with the score. That and like you were talking about the Trinity test, that scene was really powerful in my opinion. like just so you see the light of the bomb go off, and like everything is quiet. You get to see basically everyone's reactions
Yeah.
to it, and like a lot of it was like they were happy with what they did, and then like Oppenheimer, you could kind of start to be able to see the horror on his face, and like basically seeing the ramifications of what they just made happen just by the test.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, no, I thought everything about this movie was really good.
man. Did you know that when they basically have bombs like that though, because of the way that sound travels, the way they did it in the movie was kind of realistic
Yeah, yeah,
because
so I
you would
figured.
just see the light first until the
Hmm.
sound gets to you. It's kind of like it's kind of like lightning and thunder. You see the lightning first,
Yep.
and then you hear the thunder after.
Hmm.
Um, so it's really interesting because a lot of times in action films you'll see an explosion, and it's just like boom, and you'll hear it right away. And I think Nolan has a way of intensifying like real life
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that sense, which is kind of scary. And the movie talks about it near the end, like how Japan was devastated with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Um, but could you imagine just like being in a city and then you just look up and you see that light, and then within seconds
Oh
you're
yeah,
just
and then
done
you're
for?
just basically vaporized. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine that. No. Uh, I hope it doesn't happen here, but you know, like I do like the way they went after the Trinity test. It was like
Mhm.
basically the next day they were taking the bombs away,
Yeah,
and basically plotting on where they were gonna drop them at. And then you see the like well you get to hear like the radio broadcast
yeah,
after they drop the bombs and everything, and then like I feel like the movie does take a sort of a darker turn there,
oh yeah,
because I mean in the beginning parts of the movie, it was basically let's you know science this stuff up,
yeah.
and
It doesn't matter that the
make a
government's
bomb.
funding it,
Yeah, no, and
the U.S.
and
military.
make this bomb. And I don't know, like at some points the movie was like really fun,
Yeah,
to watch. And then like once you get in deeper into like, oh, now Oppenheimer feels this great like guilt and responsibility
yeah,
for what happens with these bombs. It it really ratchets up the kind of like the overall feel of dread
mhm. Oh yeah, yeah.
in the movie. And then like the basically what were they called? Was it the gray board or something like that? The board of
Oh,
people who were doing the little trial for Oppenheimer
oh,
that Strauss set up.
yeah. I don't. I can't remember the name, but it's basically the board for his security clearance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that interview, that board meeting was basically happening throughout the entire movie, you know, and you don't really know what it's for until about after. Is it about after the Trinity test?
Yeah,
When you see that like this they're basically it's a witch hunt,
yeah.
just to get him away from the I guess like the scientific community, right?
Well, it was more or less the fact that he became an independent thinker because despite essentially making the greatest bomb in history at the time and the greatest military weapon in general, he became an advocate against it because he knew the harm it could cause. And it is a witch hunt, and in a way, that's just what they do. I mean, Tiff will tell you from studying Salem that obviously a lot of witches back in those times were just women.
Yeah.
Like, but the problem was they were independent thinkers, and men didn't want that. They're like, nah, you backtalked me, you're a witch.
Witch, dude, get
Uh,
ready to die.
we'll burn you at the stake. I'm gonna say you're conjuring magic up in here for not listening to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so I mean, it was a witch hunt, but at the same time, What do you think's gonna happen? Like you go against the government and you helped build that machine.
Yeah, yeah, they're
So
gonna take it and it's theirs now, you know what I'm saying? Like I get that he kind of felt like he had this duty
yeah,
to make it just before Germany could, or
yeah.
Germany could have that same technology. Um because I mean it definitely turned the tide in the war. So I mean
Well,
I
they didn't get to use it though on Germany.
I mean yeah, I know, but
So I mean, that technically didn't turn the tide at all.
I mean
Hitler killed himself before the bomb was even used.
did never mind. I need to go back to history class. Um
I have a degree in history, so it's okay.
there it is. Um well,
That's why they kept talking about it in the movie. Like basically they said, okay, well Germany's done, but Japan, those people will never surrender. They're too prideful.
yeah,
So
okay.
they're like, we got to use it on somebody. Now we can't use it on
Basically.
the Nazis because they surrendered.
I got you. Um but yeah, I guess I understood his duty and he felt
Uh,
like he had to make it. And then I definitely understood his basically his regret in making it.
which also, like speaking of the U.S. decisions, it's weird that in that time they did that because even the Japanese, when they got us on a military post,
Yeah.
and they were just like, "Nah, we're not gonna go for one of y'all's military bases. We're just gonna teach you a straight up lesson,"
Yeah, yeah, we're just gonna drop it on
uh,
your people.
which really sucks. But um, did you know that I didn't notice it in the movie until I read it after that President Truman, who called Oppenheimer like a whiny baby scientist or
Yeah,
whatever,
basically he said, "Don't let that
yeah,
baby back in
yeah,
here." Dude, no, he doesn't said, "Don't let that crybaby back in
yeah,
here."
he was played by Gary Oldman.
Yes, dude, I
I
was
didn't
gonna bring
notice
that
it.
up. I didn't even notice it either. Like, I was like, "Yo, he played that part so,
Yeah,
so well."
and I read up on it, and that's supposedly a true story. Like he goes in there to meet Truman,
Yeah,
and he expresses that he feels like he had blood on his hands,
yeah.
and he's like, "Stop being a crybaby."
He was like, "Who do you really think that they're gonna blame for this bomb, dude? The president, not some Nancy boy scientist who made it."
Man,
That's basically those are his words, not mine,
yeah,
not
yeah,
mine.
we wouldn't say that.
No.
We care about
Um,
lives on this show.
did you what did you think about the scene of them kind of celebrating the dropping of the bombs and where he had that whole speech and that little like uh
Auditorium or
yeah,
whatever,
little
City Hall or
auditorium?
whatever.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, he was just like playing a part after he saw the devastation, so he was just saying what he thought would be good for a crowd at the time. Uh,
I thought that scene was really good.
it was really good. It was powerful.
Just like the way that like basically you like seeing through Oppenheimer's eyes,
Yeah,
like again, like everything is like crumbling apart,
yeah.
and he envisions, stepping into a
The
body,
ashes and
yeah, of somebody
yeah.
who was just decimated by the bomb. Um, I thought that was a really great scene. I really like the mixing
Oh
in
yeah,
this movie. Like I feel like even when the intensity ratchets up, the score is really loud.
yeah,
Something is intense, but like you can still be able to hear everybody clearly.
yeah. And Nolan's had a problem with that in the past. Y'all go back and watch Interstellar, and during some of the biggest moments, you can't hear what they're saying. It's getting drowned out by the music.
Yeah.
Which honestly, Interstellar is still. I mean, I don't know. It might be my favorite film
It
of all time.
it might be, yeah. I mean,
But
I think it's definitely my favorite Nolan
yeah,
movie.
it's he's still just a brilliant maker. Um, what do you think about the perspectives? Like basically how the black and white scenes were when it was Louis Strauss as the focal point,
Mhm.
and then everything else in color was Oppenheimer's point of view.
I liked it. I like the kind of playing with it, like the juxtaposition of
Yeah.
everything. I think I thought it was more like what I thought Nolan said that the black and white scenes were objective and the
Oh,
color scenes were subjective.
yeah. Well, either way, the color is like Oppenheimer's view,
Hmm.
and then we're just seeing like Strauss or the outside world's point of view
I got
when it's
you.
black and white.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really good. I like those scenes with Strauss, and just like to basically want to tear down this person
Yeah,
all because you thought that they talked some junk about you
yeah,
to Einstein, when in reality that isn't anything. They weren't talking about you to begin with, and just to have that set of just that mindset of like, oh, Einstein kind of snubbed me,
yeah.
like after he had a conversation with this guy. So this guy obviously, said some crazy stuff about me. Like to try to ruin that man's whole image just because of that, bro. Strauss, a real piece of work.
He was like, and man, Robert Downey Jr. went all out.
Yeah,
He was so like conniving and just with like the dart in his eyes, you could tell what emotion he was. He didn't really have to smile or anything either. It's just like the way he looked across the room or whatever. I thought it was probably one of Downey Jr.'s best parts. He might get nominated for an Oscar for that,
he might.
like best supporting actor or whatever.
He really might. I mean, I thought his performance was super good, especially like we haven't seen him do anything
Unless
outside of
you
the MCU.
unless you watch Doolittle right after that.
Oh yeah.
It was a
No,
big flop.
I would say that didn't like everybody hate that movie.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, like basically like this is him returning after, the his bout in the MCU.
yeah,
And not that I felt like it could go either way, you know what I'm saying? Like I obviously think he's a pretty good actor. I mean,
yeah,
hell, he's played people like basically want him to be Tony Stark forever.
forever.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at least when he was in it, the movies were good.
Yeah, yeah. And he's played that part so well for so long. People were kind of like, is he gonna be good in this movie? And then like to
Yeah,
just like have a performance like that and basically show up like and basically blow away everybody's expectations, at least mine,
yeah.
um, was really good. I mean, like I said, just like one of the many ensemble performances in here that was just phenomenal, dude. I like Rami Malek
Oh yeah,
as that one scientist, and I like how he basically ruined Strauss's chances of being a part of the cabinet.
yeah.
Like that was awesome.
And you know what? I want to say this movie got a lot like some flack for the nudity, but it wasn't it wasn't bad at all. Like I've seen much worse in a rated R film. Like much more graphic stuff in a rated R film.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like I don't know,
That
like
stuff was light
yeah,
in terms of rated R films. It could have been a lot worse.
just boobs.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, but like still, I'm just saying people talk about like it being graphic. Like I don't know, I've seen some graphic stuff in rated R films.
Yeah, yeah.
That was almost tame. I think people are mad at that conversation that Tatlock had with him, with the book and quoting, the "I have become dead" quote
Yeah.
because he says that in an interview in life,
Oh, really?
and I don't think it was reported he ever said it like that, but
Okay. Not like that's
not like
her
yeah,
holding the book up to him, telling him to read it.
yeah. He said that quote later in life when he was looking back and basically regretting what he had done.
Yeah.
Um, it probably is based off the book, which name I can't remember right now, but that they read. I'm just saying, as far as newsworthy goes, I think Florence Pugh, she's just been in the news lately for that type of thing, and so I guess it makes headlines.
Yeah.
So it was pretty tame for a rated R film.
Yeah, in my opinion it was. What did you think of kind of that like final sequence of kind of like the flash forward, and Oppenheimer is at this like whole government meeting or whatever. I guess he's getting like his some like medal or
Yeah,
something like that. And then you kind of flash to the conversation that he actually ended up having with
Einstein.
Einstein. Yeah.
Yeah,
What did you think of that?
it was really
Like the
good.
ending of the film?
Yeah, it was really it's filmed well. Like it's just really cool how you see life play out, and then just for that final scene to be just two great minds talking and had no no implication about Strauss or anything. They were just two buddies chatting.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically. But I mean, he did tell him some like messed up stuff though.
yeah, he did, but hey, it is what it is, you know. Einstein, he knows that stuff.
Yeah, and so yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was great from the moment it started until the moment it ended.
Really cool to see Einstein in like a relaxed character way,
Yeah,
you know. He's always brought up as kind of like a crazy genius.
yeah, yeah. He did seem more like chill, docile
Yeah.
type in this movie. And who played him? Do you know?
No, I don't know the name.
Okay, because I thought it was the. I think I saw somewhere that it was like the guy from the Dark Knight Rises, who the old man that was in the prison who basically coaches
Oh, it could be.
Bruce to climb up the out of the hole.
It could be. I
I
don't
think it
know.
was that guy.
Christopher Nolan likes to use, you know, his loop of people.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So I mean, yeah, like I like that about like big directors too, like
yeah,
Scorsese, Tarantino. They basically have their whole like little cast
yeah,
of people that they cast in the movies. And I mean, they're all usually really good. So
yeah.
I mean, no complaints from me.
I'm gonna see a Scorsese film here soon. Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh
Comes
yeah,
out later this
man.
year.
Who is
Got
DiCaprio's in
yeah,
there, right?
yeah. We got DiCaprio in there.
Yeah. I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited about that movie. It's probably gonna be another freaking long one though, man.
Oh yeah, at least 3 hours again. You know.
Do you think Scorsese is just making the longest movies possible just to like have I don't know, just to be able to say he's making these long movies, or like is it just
I don't think he cares
for
about
his
it
own
being.
benefit at this point?
Yeah, I don't think he cares about it being this long. It's just like, hey, I am who I am. If I say this scene shouldn't get cut, then it shouldn't get cut.
I mean, yeah, because
In the film.
Scorsese is cinema.
Yeah,
He has the ultimate say of what is and what isn't cinema. So
heck yeah. Um, but no, I think Oppenheimer is like a 9.5 out of 10 for me.
okay, okay.
It's pretty good.
I was gonna ask you out of 10 or out of 5, whichever way you want to do it. Uh I feel like I feel like I do need another viewing,
Yeah,
like to go see it again. But my initial like it was like I say like a 9.2, 9.4, something like that. It's like it's almost perfect, you know,
yeah,
in my opinion. But like maybe with another viewing, it will get like a 10 or something.
yeah. Probably. I mean, for me, because I Interstellar is also a pretty long movie. It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes,
Hmm.
and I couldn't make sense of it, some of it the first time, and then when I watched it again, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's definitely one of the
So
ones that you got to watch a couple times. Interstellar, and for me, Tenet
yeah,
was another one of Christopher Nolan's movies that I had to watch a couple times. I still haven't seen The Prestige, but I heard that's another one that you might need a couple viewings of. Um, I like these Christopher Nolan movies because he definitely he doesn't he I feel like he makes stuff that's like thought provoking. You know what
yeah, he
I'm
does.
saying? Like something that you need to watch a couple times to be able to get like the gravity of it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Um, and I mean, I'm excited for whatever else he comes out with.
man.
So,
I also
and
like that
I
he's
don't.
practical.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then like for Interstellar, like how they basically had to make what black holes do
Yeah,
get basically kind of like out of scratch
yeah,
and then kind of make it make sense inside of a movie
Yeah.
too. Like, and then for it to make sense, and then for it to go on, and then like people have made like is it like did they make like new scientific findings based off of the
Yeah.
or
They
the
they use some scientific studies because you know what the black hole looks like in
yeah.
the movie. Well, they actually took new images of a black hole from above, and when they flipped it like on its axis, it looked almost exactly like it was in
That's
Interstellar.
crazy.
So, yeah, it's wild.
Like, does he have a history with science like that?
No,
Or like he's just a director? Like
he reads books.
that's
Like
that's crazy.
he he wrote Interstellar based off of a book by somebody, and I don't know which book it was, but he did the same thing for Oppenheimer. He wrote a book or he read a book and then he wrote the movie.
That's pretty
So,
cool. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely excited for whatever else he has coming. But I know isn't gonna be with Warner Brothers because I mean this other movie that we could talk about, bro, Barbie,
Yeah,
and
Barbie.
them dropping Oppenheimer on the same day. And you know what? I will say this about the Barbenheimer, whole event thing. Um, I thought it was genius.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
But I mean, I think it's more genius because of like it came from the consumers. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like it's not this wasn't like movie studios going, oh yeah, go see our movies on the same day. And, it's a whole thing.
But I know they'll do
Um,
that now. Like
yeah,
they'll try
and
to do the plant it thing, or they'll grab some influencers here and there to make videos about it.
and yeah, and it's not it won't be as genuine. I don't
Yeah.
feel. You know what I'm saying? Like um because like I saw the trailer for I think Oppenheimer first, and I was like, damn, I want to go see that.
Yeah.
And then like I saw the trailer for Barbie, and I was like, oh, this looks like it's gonna be pretty funny and
Yeah.
fun. Like I want to go see that. And then I found out they were on the same day, and I was like, dang, might as well see them on the same day. And then the whole like, cause like I thought it was like a good contrast of
Yeah.
like basically a movie about like man's destruction,
Yeah.
and then just like a funny doll movie. Um, but then like it caught fire on like the internet and on Twitter, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely something I can get behind. Like this isn't like how they tried to re-release
Oh
Morbius
yeah.
after the whole Morbin thing, like
Morbin
how
time.
yeah, like how after that got popular, they tried to re-release it, and then nobody went to go see it again.
Well, that's because your movie has to be good first.
Like I feel like for like the general consumer, people can like tell, whether people are being sincere or not, especially
Yeah.
even on the internet. Like I feel like that whole like thing with Morbius was like a joke, like a haha, you know what I'm saying? Like and like I feel like Barbenheimer was more
Yeah. It
like
was.
this is like a thing
Yeah.
and everybody's doing it. And so then that's what it became. And I I wanted to see Barbie first and then Oppenheimer. And then like, coordinating with you,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
had something you had to go do. So we went to go see Oppenheimer first, but I don't regret it. I like
Yeah.
the seeing it early, you know, getting all that intense stuff out of the way first, and then going to go see something light and fun and everything. Because like that Barbie movie was was really funny.
I gotta go see it. Tiff saw it too already, and I did see like a behind the scenes feature on it though,
Hmm.
and again, Barbenheimer should show something that people do like actual movies still.
Yeah,
We don't want to watch CGI messes all the time of people fighting and it looking terrible, you know. Um, like both those movies use practical effects and they look really good. So, um, yeah, you can make a real movie and a show now too. Um, yeah, I gotta go see Barbie.
it was pretty funny. Like I liked all the jokes. I don't think this is a spoiler. I was gonna say my favorite joke from the movie. Barbie is at like basically like the Mattel offices,
Yeah.
and she's looking for the woman in charge, and this is boardroom with
Yeah.
filled with like 20 men, and she was like listing off positions and like, oh, that's him, oh, that's him. And then there's like a regular Mattel worker in there,
Yeah.
and then he's like, well, I don't hold any positions of power, does that mean I'm a woman? So like that was just one of my favorite ones. And then like
Yeah.
Lizzo um has these songs in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like over like two separate days, and like to see how they change from day to day was really funny. Like those beginning songs
Yeah.
are really good. um I mean, another kind of like Oppenheimer, another huge ensemble cast,
Yeah.
and I feel like everybody did like a really good job. They had, Shang-Chi in there,
Yeah. Yeah.
Simu Liu, and oh man, what is his name? The guy from that plays Gravik from Secret Invasion. Uh
Oh.
is
Uh.
it Kingsley Benadir, or
Yeah.
is that his first name? Is it Kingsley? I know it's those three names.
No, I
I
haven't.
just don't know which order it's in.
I have not watched Secret Invasion yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No,
Dang, I was gonna ask you if you seen it.
I haven't.
It's
I
getting
hear it ended. I basically heard it ended bad, even though it started good.
it really did start out, in my opinion, like really good.
Yeah.
This was gonna be a really good show. Um, I feel like 6 episodes was. I don't know if you would want to tell this story short, or I feel like the initial like thing to do 6 episodes
Yeah.
was good,
I've
but I
already.
still like they still had like filler episodes,
Yeah.
you know?
That sucks. 6 episodes and you're getting a filler.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, man. At least we were talking about it last week when we watched Righteous Gemstones together.
Yeah.
Because when we watched it, it was the no. We watched an actual episode, but the week before it was the filler episode with the
Like
kid.
a little flashback. I
Yeah.
like that though.
But that's because it's well written
Yeah.
and it could actually still apply to the modern story to see how they're thinking. But man, all these other shows with TV only being like 8 to 10 episodes a season now, and you get a filler, I'm like, come on with this,
Yeah, bro.
like,
Cause it's so much that I could be watching right now,
yeah,
and I'm choosing to watch your show. And like
wasted
this
my
episode
hour.
kind of like is a waste of time.
You give me 10 hours of content, and used to you'd get 23 back in, the old, I don't want to say old, but like 10 years ago on
Yeah.
TV, you'd get 23 episode seasons, and you'd get a couple fillers, but now we're getting them in 6 episodes, 8 episodes, 10. Like,
Yeah.
hey, come on
It's a
now.
shame, but
Respect the viewer.
you know, but
That's why they're on strike.
oh yeah, yeah, the
The
actors, yeah,
actors.
yeah, and the writers. I was like, who? But no, to kind of like bring it back to Barbie though, like um I don't I don't really get all of the outrage
Yeah.
and stuff about this movie. Mostly because like I just try to enjoy things.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm not dense by any means of the word. Like I get that people put their own like agendas or whatever into their art. But
Well,
like I feel like it's not like they were just like being overt,
yeah.
about it. And it's more just like a fun movie.
Well, it's like, have you ever laughed at somebody when they fell down or got hurt? You know,
Yeah.
and basically, that you wouldn't want to be in that pain, but in the moment, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Watching it from a different angle.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like the people that waste their time to be political about dumb stuff, they're not having fun. And
No.
I'm having fun laughing at everybody,
Yeah, like
even myself and
I
my own views.
I thought it was just a really fun, just
Yeah.
really funny, like doesn't take itself serious movie.
I mean, hey, everybody complains about everything now.
That's true.
The
That's true.
left, the right, the middle, the in betweens. Everybody's offended about something.
That's true. I don't know. I don't know where else. What we're gonna go with Barbie. Unfortunately, though, since you haven't seen it, so
I have not seen it. Dang. uh, yeah. Would you rate Barbie? What would you rate Barbie?
what would I rate Barbie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would give it like an 8.5. You know, I really enjoyed the music.
Yeah.
I thought everybody was really funny,
Was
and
it
then I
like a lot
enjoyed
of
all
licensed
their
music, or
roles.
was it like composed?
I had a lot of, I mean, original songs in it
Okay.
and everything. Ken, like, what is his name?
Yeah,
Who
Ryan
plays them?
Gosling.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling does his, like, he has a Ken song
I've seen that. Yeah.
at the end, and like I said, the two Lizzo like songs. She's basically talking about Barbie's day, you
Yeah.
know, and how she starts her day and stuff like that. Those songs were really good. Um, Tame Impala has a song on there. So that, I mean, yeah, the music was really good.
Wow. That's good, man. I'm glad watch it. Maybe by the next one, I'll have seen it. Speaking of rating movies on a 10 scale, do you know what the Roman numeral for 10 is?
I think it's X, man.
It is an X. And that leads us into our next topic, which is X, formerly known as Twitter. Um, Elon Musk is I think he's trying to tear down Twitter. I mean, he won't say it, but I think he'd be okay if it went bankrupt tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly where they're heading to,
Yeah.
man. Like, how can you this app and I like this does really upset me because this app that I've claimed is the best social media platform basically for like the past, I mean, I've only been on there for 12 years. So I've been claiming it was the best basically since then. Um just to see it just like come to where it's come to now. I don't know if it I don't know if it's a fitting end, but I mean, at least people are still getting these jokes off, I guess.
Well, they'll I think everybody's gonna keep using it who already uses it until Threads pretty much makes themselves exactly like Twitter.
Oh
You know?
yeah, I mean, listen, I'm probably gonna be on Twitter until they shut the servers off.
Yeah. No, you'll be on X
I'm not calling it
until
X,
they.
bro. Like you have this huge IP, this huge brand that you bought into, and like it's called one thing. That's what everybody calls it. And then to
Well,
basically like destroy everything with a title change, and it's just a one letter, bro.
yeah.
I feel like
Well,
it's so dumb.
supposedly he's like obsessed with it. Have you been reading about this?
About what, the letter X?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean I've heard.
so Elon Musk, and when he basically joined PayPal through a merger, his company and them I can't remember the names, but basically one company that he joined had PayPal. They weren't technically called PayPal yet,
Mhm.
but PayPal was more or less like an app
Yeah.
in that way back in that day. Um, well, the company loved PayPal. Elon Musk loved X.com. And so they had these X.com debit cards, but it also branded PayPal on those cards. Um, but supposedly he was super insistent on X.com. Nobody liked it. They were like, hey, we need to just rename this company PayPal. That's what everybody loves. Um, and the founder of PayPal actually staged a coup against Elon Musk. So when Elon Musk got married the first time, he's boarding the flight to his honeymoon, and they call him to tell him that the board ousted him from the company.
Damn.
And PayPal owned X.com for decades after that, or maybe a decade and a half. And I think in 2013 to 16, somewhere between there, Could have been 18. I can't remember what I read. But Elon
16, 17.
16, yeah. 18.
No,
No,
18.
18. No. He was able to buy X.com back from PayPal just
Okay.
based out of nostalgia. Now, also keep in mind, his space company is
SpaceX. Yeah.
So for some, and I think one of his kids, because he does that weird lettering bullcrap now. I think X is famously like in one of the names, and
Isn't that the kid he had with Grimes?
yeah,
Okay.
like AEX-12 or something. I don't know,
Hey.
but he he seems to have this weird fascination with X, and I will say that so Elon Musk came out like years ago saying that he had Asperger's, which is offensive now, I think, because now
Wait,
it's
what's offensive?
the term.
The term?
Yeah, because now it's just grouped into autism.
Oh, okay.
So they'll say you're like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, depending on how high level you are or whatever.
Okay.
And as a parent of someone with autism, I can tell you that when they are focused on something, they will stay focused on that.
Yeah.
So this fascination with X is driving him for some reason. And he's like, well, couldn't make it work with PayPal, so I'm gonna make it work here. Um, but also that story is funny of how that company ousted him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
going on his
hilarious.
honeymoon.
That's hilarious. No, man, but like just all the little changes and stuff that's happened to Twitter ever since Elon Musk has taken over. Like it's really
X.
it really sucks. I'm not calling it that. Like all these little things that's changed. Like when they were getting like thrown out of different offices and stuff, and like they didn't like move their this was the story that they didn't move like their server move over servers or whatever, and then like people had like tweet counts where they could only see so many tweets, and then like you couldn't see anything else for the rest of the day. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, that day was almost my last day on Twitter because like so I saw it and because like it said like tweet limit exceeded or something like that. Like try again later
or whatever.
So like I saw it for like a flash, and I was like, but then more tweets popped up, and so I was like, what the heck was that? So like I scrolled through a bunch of tweets just to get that like to see if I could get that error message again.
Yeah.
And then like I got it again, and then like I actually looked it up to see what it was. And then like people was like, yeah, you could only see so many, like 6,000 tweets in a day. Jeez. And I was like, there's no way, bro. Like I just wasted all of my tweet limits just to get this error message again. Because I hadn't seen it all day. It was like early in the morning when I went because I was at like the barbershop.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this is gonna be a terrible day.
Jesus.
Because like this app has given me just hours and hours of entertainment on end, and just like now to see that it's like how much people have like people just like basically hate it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Makes it like less of a place that you want to be, you know.
Yeah. We should start our own. It seems the Twitter brand is up for sale.
How much you think he gonna want for a brand?
He already said it's worth half the value he paid, so no less than 20 bills.
Nah, he can keep that. He can keep that.
I do have a crazy ticket idea. Yeah.
What's that?
Talk about this on the show, see what people think about it. So everybody's been going crazy over Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Because like so with the Taylor Swift thing, people have been saying, and even Beyonce lately, that in the US alone, they'll see tickets and they'll have to pay over $1,000 a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, the actual prices are not that much.
No, it's like resales.
Yeah. Because like for me and Tiff to go to Taylor Swift, because we did go. We had a crazy weekend in Denver. Paramore and Taylor Swift back to back. But the Taylor Swift tickets, we were in section 100, like right above the floor, and those tickets only cost $500 for the both of us. And I guarantee that experience, if I would have gotten them on resale, 2 grand.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
easy,
And
easy.
I want to start. Well, want to, but probably never happen. I think ticket websites, because they make most of their money off those resales.
Hmm.
I think, okay, you sell the first round of tickets and you make almost no money except on the fees. You allow
And the
people,
fees are outrageous,
yeah,
by the way. The fees.
they are crazy, but you allow somebody to resell that ticket once at like a 10 to 15% markup. But once it hits 15%, that's it.
Yeah.
So if somebody buys it at that 15% price higher, they can't resell it for anything higher. They can only get their money back.
Okay. I mean, I do like that.
Yeah, because then you can't charge people this outrageous amount of
Yeah,
money.
just out the ass, bro,
Yeah.
for a ticket, bro. That's why, like, I've kind of gotten to this place where, like, larger artists that I want to see, like, I'm just kind of like reserved to never seeing them live, bro. Unless I fork up some money for like a festival or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, nah, like Kanye was probably the first and last big artist that I'm gonna go see, man. Because even then, like, I mean, that ticket was like $200,
Yeah.
which I mean, I don't think it was that bad, and that was during when he had the like floating stage
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool to go see live. But nah, man, seeing big artists and then having to worry about getting the tickets and staying in line like the day they come out or trying to get like a pre-sale
Yeah.
or something like that. It's too much of a hassle, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to like pick up tickets like 2 weeks before the
Yeah.
show and the tickets haven't
Well,
even gone up, you know what I'm saying?
I think, yeah, you have to wait till their star starts to fade a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, Paramore is never going to be as big as like Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
but they're a known band, but we still found tickets for the normal price and got on the floor uh for a good price.
That's good, man.
Cheaper than Taylor Swift, but like I said, they're not as known. And with Taylor Swift, I got lucky. Tiff said she wanted the tickets, and so we both signed up for that pre-sale, and I got the link, not her.
Yeah.
um, but getting them was crazy because the link they sent me and millions of others that it sounds like, um, it wasn't working. I got in there in my time, and then immediately it's like hour or two wait. I'm like, okay, no big deal. But after like 2.5 hours, and I had nothing going on, no big deal. I
Yeah.
just kept the phone open. Um, I was like, man, screw this. So I went and I got lunch, and then I still refreshed it, and it was same thing, like 2.5 hours. I'm like, hey, what if I just close this link entirely and open it back up? Because obviously my wait time isn't changing. Dude, when I closed the link and then I clicked on that link again to go back to it, immediately took me to the tickets.
Really?
Yeah, swear to
Oh,
God.
that's awesome.
Didn't have to wait in a line or anything.
Well, I mean,
And
you technically already waited in line.
I did already wait, but I'm just saying, like, it said it was still going to be 2 or 3 hours, and I just like closed the tab. I
Yeah,
came right back.
it.
Took me right there.
Ain't bad.
It's like, all right. Um,
But
yeah,
back to X though, like, did you see that one video of them putting that like X logo on that building?
I did.
And it's the way it lights up and it's facing that like
Apartments.
I saw somebody that say that those were like elderly apartments too.
That's even funnier.
Like like, bro, like, can you imagine, bro? Some old lady, bro. She's just trying to watch her like Golden Girls or something, bro. And it's like 8 o'clock at night, and she can't watch it because like the X building across from her.
Those they're like videos I've seen on TikTok from time to time, like you're a 2000s kid or 90s kid if you remember this.
Yeah.
And it's like the kid waking up in the middle of the night, the Monsters Inc. scene, but on the TV it's George Lopez.
Yeah.
And what if that kid wakes up and they just see a bunch of flashing outside and it's the X logo?
It's the X logo, bro. That's crazy. Um, I mean, how long do you see the life of Twitter
X.
of X? before basically it's all over.
Mm, well, there has to be competition, and there's not technically competition yet. Like Threads came out, and it's really, really blank. I mean, there's like nothing on Threads. Um, it would be a good competitor, but they got to start adding news. Like they need to have a news section and some other stuff to do on there. Otherwise, it'll fail. But if Threads starts adding news within the year and like social feeds, um, I give X like 2 years,
2 years, okay.
2 years or less.
Um, so 2 years max.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, man, I don't know, man. Because like I said, like this app I've held near and dear to my heart, man, since like 2012,
yeah.
2011, something like that. And I know the like I don't know if I wanted to say like the quality of people that are on there, like but just kind of like the people who have kept this app alive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like basically relevant for all these years. Like I don't know. I feel like if there's not a lot of more like drastic changes, like basically all we ever been asking for is an edit tweet button.
Yeah. No, you don't need it.
And now the name has changed.
Yeah.
Verification don't work the same. Like it's
Edit tweet could be dangerous,
like it's lame. Like why you say that?
especially with public figures. They could always go back and like change what they said.
I mean, you can edit your Facebook post, can't you?
You can, but people think differently about Facebook. Like
That's true.
when you see a video of the news and they post what somebody says, right? It's never a Facebook post. It's always a
It's a
tweet.
tweet.
And so they hold, you know, X to a higher standard when it comes to you saying something.
But there are like official accounts that
Yeah,
can
I
like
know.
edit their tweets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um
I would say Elon Musk also really sucks, by the way.
yeah.
I think I was on here when we talked about him buying it. I thought, okay, well, he says, it's going to be used for free speech. So hopefully free speech will be on there. But then almost instantaneously, he does exactly what he said he wouldn't do and starts banning people like the guy that tracks his plane,
Oh
even though he said he
yeah.
wouldn't do that. Um, and then, like, when they rebranded to X, they took the username away from a photographer influencer who had like 40,000 followers on there, and they just took it without notice and changed his name.
Did you see
They did invite
the
him to the headquarters, but
did you see the thing that they did recently?
I don't know.
There's this account. I don't know if they posted a video of it or just or stills from the video,
Mm.
but like there's this like infamous they call it like hurtcore
Okay.
video. It's called Daisy's Destruction. Like I feel really weird talking about it
I've
too.
never seen it.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
Uh
I'm
I
like
really don't wanna
I'm like the old man in social media.
it's like a messed up video of this I think it's like this like these people basically abusing this like 18-month-old
Oh, what the heck?
girl. No, it's bad.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't know how to put it, lightly for the show, but yeah, so this account posted, I don't know if they posted a video
Mhm.
of it or just stills from it,
Yeah.
but basically I think it had been seen like 3 million times. It was like a bunch of people saw it, and then they finally his team that they like take down like
Yeah.
stuff like that finally got to it and finally took it down, and then the account like they reinstated the account
Oh.
afterwards.
Heck.
And the account is from a uh I guess news source person. Like he posts a lot of kind of like right wing,
Yeah.
conspiracy type stuff. Yeah, got his account reinstated after posting stuff like that. So
Jeez.
like that's the kind of stuff that we deal with on Twitter, like
X.
on on Twitter,
X.
uh the guy who's running it is just like an insane person
Yeah. So weird.
that
Like
lets this stuff happen.
it was just so weird that, and people should have seen it coming, right? Because it was the same infatuation with Donald Trump. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna do what the poor man wants him to do,
Yeah.
and then he immediately doesn't.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk the same way, basically immediately used his power just the same way all the other people do. To do things that he wants and block people that speak out against him. So, hey, is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's a joke. Basically at this point, I give Twitter
X.
like 5 more years max,
Dang.
and then it's gonna be over.
5 years max popularity. Because like when I say 2 years or less, I think something like Threads could take it over, and then it'll just be one of those apps that sits on the store, but people, talk about how good it used to be and never use it again.
Nah, man, I don't know. I mean, I think I still at least four still with popularity. Well, I mean, knowing Elon Musk, he could do something tomorrow that makes people jump off the app.
Yeah, because Threads got like 100 million users in like 2 days, so it's possible for something to
Yeah,
get there.
but like how many active users does it still have?
No, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be Threads. Like anything can get popular really quick now if it's good.
I mean, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
I'm not saying Threads is the killer because I mean, God knows Zuckerberg is also not the best CEO, but oh well, what you gonna do?
yeah, right. Nah, man, I don't know. I still give it at least 4.5, 5 more years.
All right,
But other than that, like it's gonna be some slow singing and chicken bringing.
goes from Twitter. That's how I started. Twitter, like
Twitter, yeah.
yeah, TWITTA to Twitter, now to X.
It's such a shame too, man. I love that app. And now it's just to see what it's devolved into. Makes me sad.
Hey, is what it is. But you know what else is a shame?
What's that?
The the government seemingly confirmed that there's aliens this week, and
That's true.
we won't spend a lot of time on it. I just wanted to bring that up in closing. The government basically confirmed there's aliens. And it's funny to see all the memes. They're like, oh wow, aliens are real? So what? Fix my healthcare, my rising cost to live.
Yeah, bro. I like the ones like I seen one where like put my new alien friend onto
Yeah.
Baja Blast. This alien just like starts like disintegrating basically from the Baja Blast.
Dude, all those memes and videos are exactly why they won't tell us anything because we never take anything seriously.
No, bro. Uh and then I saw one that was like putting my new alien homie onto the
Yeah.
to the Sprite, to McDonald's Sprite, and then the alien was like making all these weird noises like and then like it started making like binary noises too. It was pretty funny.
I think one was you talked about Baja Blast. I think it was like showing aliens where Mountain Dew comes from, and they're like picking this glowing green Mountain Dew from a mountain, as if it was like famous moonshine.
Yeah, that's crazy. So okay. The Earth I'm sorry for that pause. The Earth gets invaded basically in mass,
Yeah,
but aliens are like chill bros, you know what I'm saying? Like they're cool.
yeah.
Like, would you mind being friends with an alien?
No, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
I'll invite them because what's really cool is I hear most of them are telepathic. And can you imagine that?
Yeah,
Like,
that would be pretty cool.
you don't even have to talk; they'll just hear what you're thinking.
And like, actually, until like I just like not just probably like a couple months ago finished Dreamcatcher, the
Okay.
alien book by Stephen King.
Yeah.
And so like the talk of aliens is still like I'm like, yeah, bro, I hope it doesn't end up like that book. But I think it would be pretty cool to at least like, chop it up with some aliens, bro. See
Yeah.
their points of view on things. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like, especially like if these UFOs, have been crash landing, like
Yeah.
that guy who used to work for the government says they are, and then like that the United States government is in possession of all these non-human bodies. You know what I'm saying? The aliens got to be pretty
For
chill. You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Hey, why haven't we been back to the moon? Whoa. Whoa. I mean, they got to be crash landing from somewhere close.
Yeah. Um.
We only see one side of the moon. I don't know if anybody knows that, but no matter how much we rotate, the Earth only sees one side of the moon.
So you think like there's some nefarious things
Well,
happening over on the dark side of the moon?
I mean, I don't know. That's one theory out there. I'm not like a huge conspiracy. I just think aliens are real. Like I don't know where they come from. I don't know where they're at, but I think it's like a certainty that they're out there somewhere.
Yeah, like I feel like you know we there hasn't been like a war between humans and aliens, and supposedly we have like uh the UFOs and the
Yeah,
dead bodies and stuff like that. So like maybe the aliens are just chill, and the
yeah.
government is just trying to kill things
They're just
that they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So
they're just crashing on our turf. Like they were on their way to some other far off planet and just so happened crashed here.
yeah,
The alien military fleet probably thinks, oh, we lost another one. You know,
that's crazy.
I think what's also weird is what dang it, I just had it. But I think what's weird about aliens, if anything, that people should be worried about is have you seen the South Park episode where they have time travelers?
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, they have humans coming from the future to the past
Hmm.
because in the future there's no jobs available.
Okay.
And so the people from the future come to the past and then they take all the jobs in the present. And I was like, hey, if anything, we should be worried about all that technology and the aliens taking their jobs.
Yeah.
They took their jobs.
um. Well, I don't know. Like I say all that to say, like aliens. If you hear this, if you can hear my voice, come hang out with us. We're not the U.S. government. Come be on an episode of the
Yeah.
podcast. I don't know about logistics, but we'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, just tell your story.
Yeah, if there's any alien advertisement companies out there too, we'll gladly take a sponsor,
Yeah, absolutely.
even for free at this point. Um, hey, we make no money on this. So if you just want to get your name out there to 15 to sometimes 50 people, uh, hey, come be our sponsor.
Exactly. And
I
then you could play our stuff wherever
yeah,
y'all come from. We can have like this kind of like symbiotic relationship.
early on in the show I said, I'd be fine if somebody like Preparation H would even want to be our sponsor, and they haven't called.
I think that would be really
So
funny.
I would love to make an ad for that.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
can you just God, can you imagine us recording something? You're like, have you ever had problems in your anus?
Get new preparation age. Yes. Um,
Well,
but
prepare for Preparation H.
um,
Man, I would love to like just record a weird sponsored ad.
no, you were pretty funny.
Man,
Um, but yeah, no, man. If you're an alien, try to like not to crash land, and
yeah,
then like try to find some cool humans, you know what I'm saying? Like hopefully y'all ain't like, on some like body snatching situations and like trying to hurt people. But yeah, if y'all chill, get in contact.
You know, it would really be unheard of,
What's up?
a live alien on a podcast. That'd be unheard of.
We have the best podcast named Unheard of.
True. Unheard of. And a lot of people still haven't heard of it. So if you like it, you need to tell some people about it,
Yeah.
But nah, it's all good. This might be our last live show for a while, right?
Yeah,
as
man.
your trip is coming to an end.
It is coming to an end this week. I don't know if I will be back out here
No.
or when I will be. So yeah, this might be the last one. So we got 2 episodes out of it.
Yeah, 2 episodes.
So yeah, man.
2 trips, 2 episodes in person.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, I think folks, this has been a pretty good show. And I just want to say in closing, aliens are real, and maybe they live among us. I hear that a secret invasion is, theorizing that same type of idea. So hey, they're real. Always expect the unexpected. You can find me on X at Jared Evans. I'm never there. I'm also on Instagram at Jared_EV, but I'm never on there either. I also had to join Threads because I was interested. So if you're on Instagram, you can also find me on Threads at Jared_EV. I haven't put anything on there either.
Hey, find me on all these places, but you're not gonna find my thoughts on anything.
I'm also on TikTok at Jared_EV, but there's nothing on there either. I literally have like 5 friends on there who just send me videos from time to time because I'm rarely on. But hey, those are my socials. And as much as I would love to get rid of the Threads handle, I can't. Because if you delete your Threads, you delete your Instagram. And I have I have some images I would like to keep from my past on Instagram of the kids and stuff like that, memories.
I got you.
So those are all my socials. I'm obviously on Facebook too at Jared R. Evans, but you're not gonna find anything on there. It's all private unless you're my friend. So pretty much you're not gonna find me doing anything on social media.
All right. So my closing thoughts. If you haven't seen Barbie, if you haven't seen Oppenheimer, go see those movies. Those movies are really great. Once again, like I said, I did the Barbenheimer experience, so I think everybody else should as well. It was a fun day. And yeah, it's been really good being out here and getting the opportunity to make these shows in person with one of my most best friends in the world. And I hope you guys have enjoyed them.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. So like, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to all you guys. And you can find me on Twitter at
X.
young without the O _ABG. And I really don't, because if you find my Instagram, because I don't even know what it is. There's nothing posted to it. I've had an Instagram for probably like 10 plus years, and I think I've only ever posted one image to it, and I deleted it. So no, I mean, I kind of keep my Facebook on a low, like I don't really even post it there. That's crazy. That hey, me and Jared both got these social media accounts, and we just don't post anything. Well, I mean, I post on Twitter.
Yeah, you're active on X.
I'll be posting on there. So you can find me on there. I don't really post a lot of stuff. You'll just see me like liking a bunch of stuff and retweeting stuff. Most I post is like some music that I'll be listening to. So
I'm such a hermit crab. You remember the other day when you said you sent me a message on X, and when I looked at it, it was already like 5 days old, just because I never deleted those things.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm kind of like the same way for other apps too.
Yeah.
So, but you can find us basically everywhere at unheard_of pod. That's gonna be on your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Um, yeah, that's us. We're unheard of. This is the
Right.
show you've been listening to for the past how long we've been recording?
3 years.
No, I meant like tonight, like an
Oh.
hour.
Yeah, about an hour, I think.
This is the show. If you're not sure what you're listening to right now, you're listening to Unheard of. So yeah, unheard_of pond. So you can find us everywhere like that.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, folks, hope you've enjoyed it. 2 live in-person episodes. I think this one looks a little better without the effects and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm not disappearing this time. So
Yeah. I do look a little nappy. I've been in the sun a lot with my kids and everything else, so I couldn't shave my head. But hey, it is what it is. We're here live. Not live, recorded, but in person. But yeah. All right, folks. We love you. We hear you, and we hope you hear us. Here at Unheard of.
Unheard of.